So now we're going to talk about some examples of some famous memoirs. Now you may not even realize that some of your favorite books are memoirs, but if you think about it, you realize that they are. So there are so many amazing memoirs out there that have captured the hearts and minds of readers around the world. We're going to go through just a few of them here that I believe it's safe to say you probably should have on your read list. All right, so let's get started. And these are in no specific order, but let's start with The Glass Castle by Jeanette Walls. This memoir tells the story of Walls's tumultuous childhood, growing up with parents who were often neglectful and sometimes abusive. Despite the hardships she faced, Walls went on to become a successful journalist and author, and her memoir is a powerful testament to the human spirit. Number 2, Angela's Ashes by Frank McCourt. This memoir chronicles McCourt's impoverished childhood in Limerick, Ireland, and his struggles to overcome poverty, illness, and a difficult family life. Despite the many obstacles he faced, McCourt went on to become a beloved teacher, writer, and his memoir is a poignant and unforgettable tribute to the resilience of the human spirit. Number 3, Wild by CHERYL Strayed. This memoir tells the story of Strayed's solo hike along the Pacific Crest Trail, where she embarked on after the death of her mother and the dissolution of her marriage. Along the way, she confronts physical and emotional challenges that force her to confront her own demons and find a way forward. Number 4, Born a Crime by Trevor Noah. This memoir tells the story of Noah's childhood growing up in the apartheid South Africa, where he was born to a black mother and a white father at a time when such relationships were illegal. Despite the many obstacles he faced, Noah went on to become a successful comedian and television host, and his memoir is a powerful testament to the human spirit and the power of humor. Number 5, Year of Magical Thinking by Joan Didion. This memoir tells the story of Didion's grief after the sudden death of her husband, as well as her attempts to come to terms with her own mortality. It's a powerful and deeply moving meditation on love, loss, and the human experience. Number 6, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings by Maya Angelou. This memoir tells the story of Angelou's childhood growing up in segregated South and her struggles with racism, trauma, and abuse. Despite the hardships she faced, Angelou went on to become a celebrated author, poet, and civil rights activist, and her memoir is a powerful testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Number 7, Hunger by Roxane Gay. This memoir explores Gay's relationship with her body, as well as her experiences with sexual assault, trauma, and identity. It's a powerful and honest examination of what it means to live in a world that often seems determined to undermine our sense of self-worth. Number 8, Educated by Tara Westover. This memoir tells the story of Westover's upbringing in a strict survivalist family in rural Idaho and her journey to gain an education and escape the confines of her upbringing. It's a powerful testament to the transformative power of education, as well as a sobering examination of the dangers of extremism and isolation. 9, The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks by Rebecca Skloot. This memoir explores the story of Henrietta Lacks, an African-American woman whose cancer cells were used without her knowledge or consent to develop some of the most important medical breakthroughs of the 20th century. It's a powerful and thought-provoking examination of issues of race, consent, and medical ethics. And finally, number 10, The Liars Club by Mary Karr. This memoir tells the story of Karr's childhood growing up in East Texas and her struggles to come to terms with a dysfunctional family, poverty, and mental illness. It's a poignant and darkly humorous examination of what it means to survive in a world that often seems determined to tear us apart. So now that I've added to your reading list, I just want to say as we close this section, these memoirs, along with many, many others, have touched the hearts and the minds of readers around the world. They're powerful and they're honest examinations of the human experience, and they're a testament to the transformative power of storytelling. Now, are you ready to get started on your memoir?